So let's create a simple point here. So that doc type HTML head, and let's put title some KFC. Okay, online. And here we link relation is equal to style sheet, and the link href is equal to node modules. So bootstrap dist css bootstrap.css, and the script we will use bootstrap's jQuery also. Then script source is equal to, we need dot slash src is equal to, so dot slash node modules bootstrap. First we will import jQuery dist jQuery.js, and the script source is equal to slash node modules, and the bootstrap dist js, and bootstrap bundle.js. Bootstrap already we learned. What is needed for the bootstrap we already know. Now below this we need to define the body and the class, so the fluid. Images and kfc top.png, so with 100%. So that is the image. So height as suppose some 100. So that is the image. So we have one image at the top. We are displaying that image here. So this is the responsive design. This is the image. Okay. So let's add this. Okay. Height adjusted for that image. So this is height. I will adjust. Yeah. So this is the image we are having. Now below this is the header image we are having, and let's keep here. So the body, sorry, style, and here body, some background color, some maroon like this. Fine. And the body background color will be in this, right? And I can keep this a little light color. So okay, that will be better. Fine. Now important here, we need to design the rest of the screen here and configure this. So here we are adding below the header. So we are adding main, that is our main content to display. In the main content, we will use our bootstrap options. In bootstrap, we learned about how we can design accordions, how we can work with accordion, how to design the accordions and work with the accordion. If you remembered, we have seen accordion in bootstrap example. So let's go to our bootstrap example. In the bootstrap examples, so we designed like accordions. We designed options like accordions. So that means we have seen accordion like example. Accordion. So where we kept that here, not here, no? Yeah. So let's here see the accordion like example in bootstrap CSS examples, right? sorted. Okay. You remembered that we have used one example of accordion. Everyone remembered that? I forgot somewhere we kept that example. Collapse accordions type example, right? Here we designed this. This is an accordion style example. We created this example. So we will use this accordion in this to achieve this accordion type. So what we have to do, you know already. So we need to keep an accordion, that is the main content it contains, and inside that we have to design the cards which have a card header. Under that card header we will put some collapse. In the collapse we will define the card body, and you know collapse show it has data parent, ID, data toggle. So how we have to define them, we know the process. I will copy that. Already we learned how to design accordion. I will keep that here. That means this main should so it should have a class. So accordion. So that means we are using the class accordion. So ID as, so suppose I given as main content. ID as main content. Okay. That is the accordion we have designed. Okay. So, or in the main content, instead of disturbing this main, right? So we will keep a div, and this div will have the class accordion, and ID is main content. Now in this accordion, so we are designing the content. So here we are designing the content. So here we need a div and a class as card. Okay. Under this we have a div. So the class as card header. Okay. So in the card header and below that card header we have a div. So the class as collapse. ID is some customer. Okay, ID is customer. Okay, and here we are defining a div and a class that is card body. And the card header is having. So by default, if you want to show this, you can add show. By default, collapse will show. And this card header is having a button. So we are adding a button. And I said customer info. And class as BTN and BTN danger. So that is the option here. And this is having some BTN block like this. That is the card header we have designed. So this is actually here in the body section. We are designing customer details. So that means here we will design a div and a class as form group. And here we are creating a label and a customer name. Okay. And a div input type is equal to text. And a class as form control and ID as txt name. Every control will have a reference name. I am defining that reference name and configuring that reference name. Okay, so this is the customer name, and another div I'm creating inside this, and this is mobile mobile, and here I will just define txt mobile just those details we have defined, customer name and mobile, so we have given them. Now in the design they are going to display in this way, they are going to display in this way. So the customer info, and we have this customer name and mobile, we have these details. Now important is when I click the customer info, so when I click on the customer info it should collapse, uh, it should collapse and it should work. Then for the button I'm giving here for this button in the header, so that button should collapse this customer. So button uses data target and it uses data toggle data target and data toggle, two options it will use. And data target is and data target is hash customer, and data toggle is collapse, it has to toggle the collapse, that collapse should toggle. But important is that already we designed here in earlier, but the key point is this collapse should work for accordion. Directly it will work, no problem. It should work for accordion. This collapse should work for accordion. Accordion is main content. So then you have to define. So you have to define as data parent. Data parent is equal to accordion. So accordion ID here hash. So main content. It should work for that accordion main content. So that is what actually this customer info. It is now working for the main content. That is working here. This is customer info. Okay. Now the same here, the same card I need to design for another concept. So I will copy that card related data. This is customer details. This is the customer details. I will just put here a comment, HTML comment. So HTML comments, so they are defined with exclamation hyphen hyphen. So in this comment, I am defining this is customer card. Okay. And that card ends here. The customer card ends here. And here we will design some meal card. Okay. And here I am adding that details here. Means same design, but we will change here. So this is meal. And here, so button is select meal. Select your meal. That is the button type. And this I will change to meal. And data parent is same. All should work for the same. The content will change in the body. So that means here we need to add the details. I will put a div and I will put a class as a row, and I will keep div. So the class as col. This is one column. If you don't define the size for the column, they will fit according to the content width. So class column, two columns are there. And in the left column, Again, we are designing a div and the class as card, and it will have again a div. So the class as card header. And here I am defining a heading. So suppose say OMG burger, that is the burger, that is the card header, and a div and class as card body. And here I defined image source is equal to, we have images in images, so omg1 dot png. Okay, and that is the image we have defined, and we put the div and the class as card footer. And here user can select, I will put an input type is equal to radio button. So user can choose any one option, a radio. And radio should have a name called meal. Radio should have a value, some OMG burger. And radio should have an ID, OPT burger. To access the radio, we need that. And here I defined, suppose ampersand hash 8377 semicolon, and suppose this is 130 rupees, like this I define. That is the cost for that option. That is one card. This is in the column we designed one card. That is in the column we designed the card. And in another column, so we will put another card inside it. And this card will have OMG some roller, omg2.png, and name is same, and the value is OMG roller. It is also radio. You know that all radios must have a common name. That basic we discussed, and its ID is OMG roller, and its cost is 100. Okay. Now you can see that is the radios. These are the radios defined, and you can see here it will display them. Here it will display them. And important is all should not show. So this meal card, this is the meal card. I will not use show. Then only one will be displayed, customer info. After entering the customer details, some name, and some mobile. And after that, I click on select meal, and meal related details will open. Customer info is already there. And select meal and meal related details will open. Here user can choose the meal. Two radios are there, 130 and 100. Out of these two, user can choose any one. That is our current condition. So user can choose one meal. And according to which meal he selected, we need to calculate the amount. Okay, so that is the meal type here. What's the meal? Next, after selecting the meal, suppose that is the meal card. So this is the meal card finished. That is the meal card done. So once the meal card is completed, that means this is the collapse. That is the meal card. Right. And once this is completed, so the meal card is completed here. And here we are designing another one is add-on card. Here I need to add one more card so that user can choose multiple. Add-on card we have to define. Same like meal card, I will copy all that here and I will paste this add-on card. Here few changes we have to do. And this is data target add-on. Okay. And here ID is add-on. I don't need to explain you these accordions and collapse because already we discussed them. Here select add-ons, add-on. So like this we define add-ons, and here in the card it will have one card. The add-on will be like large fries. Okay, that is large fries. And here we have images. So images slash. So we have that large fries. Yeah. Or say wings, for example, wings.png. Okay. Here I defined some like hot wings. Okay, like this. And in the footer, now we need a checkbox here. We need a checkbox here so that user can select more than one. User can choose more than one. That means input type is equal to checkbox and ID is equal to OPT wings. So make sure that IDs you are changing for them. So here radio ID, OPT roller, you have to change them because you are copying and pasting. Sometimes if you miss that, it will have an issue. Okay. And the name is, so this is add-on. Add-on is the name. Not required because here we are using ID is enough because it is just a checkbox. Value you need. So that is some hot wings. That is the value. And here we defined, so ampersand semicolon, that is some like some 80 rupees. So that is the 80 rupees option we have. Okay, that is the card footer. This is checkbox. Another, here we are having some brownie crusher. So crusher. Okay. And here I have defined, so crusher1.png. Here also I need a checkbox. So input type is equal to checkbox. ID OPT crusher. So then value is crusher brown. Okay, that is the option we define. And it is having the price 8377 semicolon. Okay, that is some 40. That is the option defined. This is the card designed here and configured. Okay, that is the column, and these are the options we added. Now you can see another option is there. User will enter the details, name and mobile, and click on select meal. Meal details will come. User can select any one meal out of those two. And so click on add-ons. User can select the add-ons. User can choose both add-ons. He can choose both add-ons, or he can choose one, or he can choose none. It depends on requirement. So that means here, how you know whether they are selected or not? The radius and checkboxes. For that, we need to use Boolean, true or false, because radius and checkboxes are verified whether selected or not by using a checked property. So how we can collect checked? Checked is a Boolean type. So we have to verify true or false. And name comes from txt name. It is a string type. And mobile also comes from txt mobile, so that is also a string type. But meal cost and add-on cost, they will come from a number, numeric value, that is a number type. So these are number types, right? We need to handle all these values, collect them and use them and manage them. Now, after selecting this details, now what we are doing here is under this footer itself, and in the footer here. So this is the footer, and actually we are designing in the row columns. So the card body this is, and after that card body, we can have a div and a class. This is card footer. In that we can put a button. So place order. That is the button. There can be several other details. We are creating a simple design up to what we have learned. So we will put a class as btn and btn danger and btn block. And that is the option that comes here, place order. After add-ons at the bottom, you will see this place order button. So in the after choosing the add-ons, after the meal and customer info and selecting the add-ons, and you click on place order. I click on place order. When I click on place order, I need to get all these details and display the details in a pop-up. In a pop-up, I need to show the summary, the bill summary, how much they need to pay according to the content. We need to do that. So this place order, and you'll see here all this accordion ends here. Accordion ends here in the main. So here we will design a model for bill summary. We will create a model. We already learned how to design the models. Div class is equal to model. Yeah. And the ID is summary. Summary is the option for that model. And model can use fade. That is the animation effect for that fading type of animation. And div, we have the class model. Model will have a dialog. And in that we will have a class. So here model have content, model content. And in the model content, we have a div, and in the class, you know how to design the model. We have model header. And in the model header, I'm adding a button cross and put the class as close. And in the model header, I will put a heading. So bill summary. Okay, and in the div, we have the class as a model body. In the model body, so we have to create a table. And table will have the class table. Table is a bootstrap class. Table hover is a bootstrap class type. And for table, we have t head, or we don't want headers, directly table row in the table cell. In that we want customer name. Okay. In the cell beside, that name should be displayed. So then we have an ID, LBL name. Similarly, another row. So here we need to display mobile and another cell. So here ID as LBL mobile. And in the next row, so we have to say meal type. And here another cell. So that is ID LBL meal. Okay, and another row. Here it should display the cell that is add-ons, add-ons, add-ons. So what add-ons they selected, and ID is equal to LBL add-on, add-on. And here we are defining another row in that cell here, total amount. That means they have to pay. And ID is equal to LBL total, total. These are the options we define, add on. Okay. Now this model should display when they click on place order. That means data target is equal to summary, and data toggle is equal to model. It should toggle the model. And after designing the model header, model body, in the body we are displaying all the table. We will create a div and say class as model footer. In this we will put a button and here say OK. And here the class as BTN and BTN some success, something like this. And here we are using so data dismiss. Data dismiss is used to close the model. It should dismiss the model. And at the top close button also should work as data dismiss model. It should close the model, dismiss the model. That is the design here. Now I entered the customer details. So some customer details and and the customer details and selecting the meal. Okay. And selecting the add-ons. We haven't written logic yet, only design is completed. Place order and it will show the details. And this bills OK button, it should close it. And the bill summary button, I will keep it here. So, and it will display there. Add-on and place order, it will display right side corner. Now here we need to display the total amount they need to pay with the OK option here we have. So I click on that OK or close, it will hide this. Now on place order, we need to write the logic to collect all the details and display them. And on place order button click, that means let's go to the, this is place order. So this is the place order button. So for this we have to write on click is equal to some get bill. Get bill is the function. So place order will get bill, or I will write reasonably to understand place order click. Okay, that is the function we are writing. And we need to write the functionality. So we need to write the functionality here. So in the head section, we are writing the script and the function is place order click. Okay. On place order click, we have to collect few details are easy to display. That means document dot get element by ID, LBL name. That is the table cell. In table cell, if you want to show anything, inner HTML. In that, what to display? Document get element by ID, txt name dot value. That is easy. Get the value from text box and display there. Similarly, document get element by ID, LBL mobile dot inner HTML, document get element by ID, txt mobile dot value. So we have to access these two. They are simple, but important. How do we know which meal they selected? How do we know which add-on they selected? So for that, we need to collect all the radios and checkboxes. So how do we collect radios and checkboxes? First, OPT burger. That is one radio button. Document get element by ID. OPT burger. So burger. That is the radio button. So that means I am declaring variable var. So this is the radio button. Another radio button, OPT roller. And document get element by ID, OPT roller. That is second radio button. Now let's access checkboxes also. OPT, so wings, document get element by ID, OPT wings. This is accessing checkboxes. I will just put a comment here. Radios, okay. And here some checkbox. And one more is there, where OPT crusher, document dot get element by ID, OPT crusher. OPT crusher. Like this we have defined. Okay, fine. Now we have collected all those radios and checkboxes. And we have to declare where meal name is one variable. It is a string type, so empty. Currently it is empty. Where meal cost, it is a number type, that is also currently empty. And meal name, meal cost. Similarly, where add-on name is also empty. And where add-on cost is number. That means this is string type, these are number type. Okay. And one more is total. So where total is also number. Okay, fine. Now we need to calculate them depending on which one selected. That means here. So if OPT burger dot checked is a property that will return Boolean true. It returns true. You don't need to check equal to true. By default, it returns true. If it is true, then what is the meal name? That means meal name variable should contain the value coming from this radio button. That means OPT burger dot value. So the burger value is, you see here we have, this is the radio button. And in the burger radio button, you can see this is the radio button. And its value is OMG burger. Its ID is this. And its price is 130. So that means here we need to define. Now accordingly we need to access here. This is burger value. That's the burger name will come. Then what is meal cost? So meal cost is 130. That is the number. So that is the meal cost. Now similarly, so if OPT roller dot checked, then meal name, because out of these two only one will be selected. So OPT roller dot value, and meal cost so is equal to 100 is the meal cost. So that means depending on their cost, here I am writing them 100 and 130. That is the meal cost. Similarly, add-ons also. Now here we are defining, this is radios, verifying radios. Okay, user can select if OPT wings dot checked. If he selected wings, then add-on cost, add-on names first, add-on name is equal to OPT wings dot value. Here important is, I will put here extra. So I will put here extra plus BR, a line break. And I will use plus equal. Why plus equal means? Plus equal means user can select more than one add-on. Then when the second add-on is added, that should be added into same variable. So without disturbing existing, then plus equal will add to existing without overwriting it. That means in one variable, you can store two values now. That means two values line by line. So two strings you can store. You can append a string into that variable. And that is okay. And add-on name, add-on cost is equal to, suppose I given as 80. Now important, this add-on cost must be added to existing meal cost. Then meal cost is equal to meal cost plus add-on cost. So that means finally the meal cost contains already whatever meal cost is there, to that this add-on cost will be added. The same we have to follow for OPT. So OPT crusher. If OPT crusher dot checked, then we need to display. So here we have to define add-on name. Add-on name is plus equal is OPT crusher dot value and BR line break. Okay. And add-on cost is equal to some 40. And this also should be added to meal cost. Meal cost is equal to meal cost plus add-on cost. Okay, that is the logic we have defined. Now all the details are ready. Now total is equal to meal cost. Final data is final bill is present in meal cost that we define. Now display them in the cells. Document dot get element by ID LBL meal dot inner HTML. Here we have to display meal name. We have to display the meal name. And the document get element by ID LBL. So LBL, so I defined some another one is add-on. Yeah, add-on dot inner HTML. So here we define, so add-on name. So add-on name, we are displaying the add-on name. Okay, fine. And here we have document dot get element by ID. So LBL total dot inner HTML is equal to, so total. And I will just use ampersand hash 8377 semicolon. That will get currency symbol. That calculates the total amount and display. These are the details. These are the cells in there we are displaying the details. Now let's run this and see with this logic everything ready or not. So I click on, I entered the name, so John. Okay, I selected the mobile here. Okay. And I selected the meal as burger. That is 130 rupees. Add-ons I selected as crusher brownie and place order. It should get the details and display. That means what the details you have entered, it should get and display. That is 170. Suppose I am adding extra 80, add on this also. Then total amount will be 250, and now add-ons hot wings and brownie. Suppose I removed this brownie and click on place order. Now only hot wings and it is 210. Suppose I am changing my meal. Here I am changing my meal to this 100 and I click on this place order. Then the item will change, is a roller. So, and with roller, I want both of add-ons. Then the total amount will be 220. So meal type is roller, add-ons, hot wings and crusher brownie, and the mobile and the name. That is one simple example to handle all these types. Here we had Boolean types, we have a number type, we have the string types. We are managing all of them and when designing this. So if you can do this, so I will give you some exercises on this. You need to try those exercises. First, try this, what we designed today. Then tomorrow, I will give you a task. You have to do the task and submit the task. And if you can do that, that's great, good. then we can give, I can give more complex tasks to you. Okay. So then tomorrow we will continue. This entire example I will upload. First you try this. Then tomorrow I will give you some tasks on this. You have to do that and submit. Then you get perfection on that all bootstrap, CSS and everything. Huh? Tomorrow we'll continue. Okay. Right. Hope everyone understood this example.